look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Houston Texans and the New York Jets. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand here. CD, you look at the Texans in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where he can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where he just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time.
The first quarter of the season already in the rear-view mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. From the 6. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
And while he won't admit it because his team lost the game, he had some fun in the last one.
He threw for over 400 yards.
I mean, there's no getting around it. As a QB, yeah, okay. We lost the game, but boy, that felt good flinging it around. Now he's got to figure out how to do the exact same thing, yet turn it into a win.
And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He's going to look deep for more, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Knight. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing left side, it's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet first down.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Operating from the gun. Knight. He'll hit Jackson. Complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Throwing on 1st down. Knight. This one goes underneath to Walker. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. From the gun, it's Walker. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Knight. Out to the left. He's got Sample there. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. How about this opening drive? Play number 12 now. This is third down. Back to throw. Knight. He's got the connection to Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. 2nd and 3 from the 9.
Number 84, a 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Walker. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago: 4 catches, 88 yards.
And how about the first month that he's had? Leads the league in receiving, making all the big catches, and becoming a bona fide #1 guy for his team.
Four yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so you can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher. It's caught inside the 25. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And look, you're down 7-0 in the first quarter. You know it's not a time to panic or feel like you've got to get those points back right away. But how about their conviction and taking that chance to throw the ball deep right there, knowing they can hit on plays like this? I'll bet that won't be the last time we see them take a deep shot in this game.
On first down, Landry, and he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. On second down, Landry. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On second down now, Landry, and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. 7-7, our score after 1. Texans football to start quarter 2. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And it was 2nd and 1, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Looking to throw. Knight. And incomplete on the deep ball. Here's the Jets punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got him. Got his man on the end round. Complete. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far in second down. On second down, Landry. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. That's Page. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Now the Texans are going to call on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And New York set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. That's caught by Jackson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Off play action. Knight. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. Operating from the gun. Knight. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans 30. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Knight. Oh, this is going to be caught along the sidelines. Probably shouldn't have been caught. He's going to lose yardage there. Back to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. So 2 of 2 on third down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Judy, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. 3rd down and goal now, and this Houston defense not backing down. They'll look for one more stop. And it'll be intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bit a little bit, but they did not break. And then on 3rd and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. On 2nd down now. Landry, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he fires one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
And if we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helps contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees his zone coverage a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Back to throw. Knight. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. From the gun on 3rd down. Knight finding more on the out route for the completion. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And the Jets are going to have a first and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a first and goal.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jets will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was finished off by Elijah Moore on the touchdown reception. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the third quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Houston. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 17-14. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Back to the air on second down. Knight. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. To throw on 3rd down. Knight. And that is incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Texans will take over. So here are the Texans to take over. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Landry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And it's caught. And he's brought down. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Well, there's your leading receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, putting on another clinic, well over 100 yards.
Are we taking notes? We should be, right? Because I'm going to go back and watch this tape and really enjoy what I'm seeing. The route running, competing for the football, just breaking down a defense.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. There to make the grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knight, his throw incomplete.
Tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
On first down, Knight repeated the last play, finding Walker. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Knight. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. For the football going back over now to the Houston Texans. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now a give, right side. Landry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The time called here because a member of the Texans is in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
And that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Jets D, they call on a couple extra defensive backs on third. He'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
The Texans send the punter out. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. It's a 54-yard punt with a return of 11. And the Jets will take over. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. The offense on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. And now out comes Houston. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Over the middle, it's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll run on 1st down. Landry. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 18. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, it still definitely hurts.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. He'll look to throw. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Call it a loss of 8 there, and it's going to lead to a 4th down. 4th and goal.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
The New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
Running left is Walker.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Back to throw. Knight. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Looking to throw. Knight. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 38-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. Knight got his man complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Texans scoop it. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over. But that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the 4th. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Landry. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. The Texans send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. .33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So the Jets now down by 13. At time, a huge factor. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Knight. Jackson with a catch. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this is going to be incomplete.
That means there's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He gets it complete to Jackson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. He completes this to Walker. And he is going to lose yardage here. And it's a rush to the line right now for the Jets. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 23. Throw left side complete. That's Walker. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 16-yard line.
2nd down and 3. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So with 14 seconds on the clock, they've got to go with the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Texans, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.